the winners of 5 straight, the Washington State Cougars, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down. Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. From the gun. Give on the inside.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Snapped it in the shotgun. Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Wazoo!
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 50th.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. That last drive really productive, David, wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Power football with the run. They stop him right on the edge of the red zone. A pickup of 5 to the 20. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense, because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
They'll go to the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 3rd and goal coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got his man on the right. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. From the gun, looking for a man. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cougars.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but you got this possession right here to maybe go into the half tied up. So good first half, but a great way, Jesse, to end this first half.
Yeah, you'd love to take that momentum into the second half. And listen, this offense practices 2-minute every single week for this exact situation. They'd love to be able to go generate a few more points before taking it into the locker room.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. He's got it. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to move it through the air. Coming after him. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Washington State! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Look, it's still early. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and then we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Quick completion on the out route. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll throw it on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, the running back has it. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Looking to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it past the marker. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
The snap sets up the throw. He finds his man. Touchdown, Cougars! And the punishment has been extended.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. He's going to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
This quarterback is having a day, man. And right there, he was looking for touchdown pass number 5. He has been dialing it up. He's been throwing strikes. We haven't seen him miss very much like he did just there, but what a game this dude is having.
That's the end of the quarter, and Washington State has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. First down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. It's complete on the right side.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Washington State. And they take it in for 6 more points. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Looking for the end zone. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
And the Cougars come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Working on the right. Touchdown, Wazoo! And once he got loose, it was all over. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high.
Looking for a deep man. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's cooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on that.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Got his man quickly. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Quarterback checking the play. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Steps away. He'll try to do it himself. Looks as if that'll be enough to give Washington State a first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cougars. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
I know a lot of people thought this was going to be a blowout, but this team said, just when you think you have all the answers, I change the questions.
It's so true, Reese. I mean, they had a lot of dudes that we were talking to leading up to this game just had a chip on their shoulder. They just didn't feel like they were being respected, and they wanted to come out and they wanted to prove a point. And David, they did exactly just that.
And it's so much easier to be the underdog. It's so much easier to coach that team and you go, hey, they're ranked. Everybody's talking about them. You don't have a chance. It just builds all that momentum, all that hate, and you just pour it out on the field.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome between these hallowed hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, home to the Georgia Bulldogs. They've had a little chicken, they've had a little drink, and friends, it's time once again to let the big dogs eat. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. Not going to risk a return here. Getting set for first down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Bulldogs want to crank the tempo. Looking downfield. It's Beck. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
The offense set for a first down play. Looking for space. It's Maffa. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Bulls his way forward. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to the ground. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. And the Tigers line it up with a 1st and goal. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal.
Yeah, and I love running the football down the red zone. You've got to be able to do it. First down, obviously, is the right down to do it. But now, limits the options a little bit more. 2nd down.
Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you've got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Makes a connection. Afterburner's coming. Touchdown, Dogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
Man, this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Klubnik. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Pulls tackles and throws off the RPO. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Got it, looking for the first down. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
The Tigers headed quickly to the line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. They move the tight end all over. They'll try the run. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Gets it out fast. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Moore. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They'll run it from the gun. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quarterback will audible. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Fair catch, called for and made. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense.
He's going to fire deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Georgia going up tempo. From the gun, running back gets to give. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Scanning the field, it's back. Got the quick pass. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards, and then stop that clock.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He's going to let it go. He caught it, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Comes out throwing on first down. He's going to run it. Across the 25, he's got room. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll throw it on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. The Bulldogs will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like...
Can anyone catch it? A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of collect themselves and stammer down the field and try to block some of these linebackers and DBs, and that's exactly what the running back did. Great job with patience.
Got a man, it's Maffa. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Clemson jumps to the line. Quickly complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. To the ground, he's got it again. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Clemson! They take the lead with the 6. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Makes the grab on the left side. Oh, look out. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Georgia.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field, throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Bob.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They'll line up for a second down play. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Good timing on the quick out. At the 45, on his way. Flying down the left. Continues to fight for yards. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they light up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Dogs are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's back. Quick strike complete. Still running at the 40. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early down.
Touchdown, Dogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. send out the offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Using the quick game. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
At the 38. And first down for the offense. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Georgia 28, Clemson 24.
And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too.
And that pass is intercepted. Got room on the return. At the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in the position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? The first guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
And he puts through the extra point. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They got it on offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Clemson is quick to the line.
Hey, it's important on offense in the passing game. You've got to have balance, and I mean you got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You got to work the perimeter to both sides. You got to let the defense know.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
To throw, it's Klubnik. Fires to the middle. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Throws to the wideout. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
At the 35, he's loose. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Deep shot for the end zone. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Georgia.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end. But all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, whatever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Maffa. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. To the air, it's Klubnik. Trying to get to him. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Feeling some heat. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Flushed out of the pocket. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball fell down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. When a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
Between the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. The last thing you want to do here is give up a big return, pin them back, and then the defense can just stop them from scoring a touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Maffa. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay up here.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. He wants a big play here late. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge game in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Despite coming up short on the previous 2 4th down attempts, this offense will try it here again. He's got it, and they convert. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking for a man, it's Klubnik. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a snag by the defense. Got some room to run. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the fourth. This is why the passion of college football runs so deep. The rivalries, and when you lose... Stadium is mid-sized in terms of capacity. Its capacity for decibel level virtually unmatched. Like when Kenny Wheaton took back the pick. Legends like Mariota and LaMichael ran wild. Welcome to Eugene and Autzen Stadium, home of the Oregon Ducks. Today we have a top 25 matchup on hand with two of college football's premier teams preparing to slug it out. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Still on his feet. Bunch formation for these receivers. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Wants to throw. It's Gabriel. Quickly complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Quarterback checking off. Going up top on first down. Quick completion on the out. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Delivers the stiff arm. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's holding. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They go to the ground. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! You thought it was noisy when the Duck rolled out on that motorcycle? Decibels through the roof in the House of Loud.
And what a great job getting this crowd going early. This is not one of the biggest crowds in the country, but Alson Stadium is one of the loudest places you will ever be in, and they love their Ducks.
Coming out with it, it's Henderson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. On first down, here comes this offense. Defense dropping into soft coverage. To the air on first down. Makes the grab, it's Miller. Got room at the 35. Nothing but green ahead. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Alabama pushing the tempo.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle.
Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown tie.
And you want these guys that can take the top off the defense. It changes the way they're going to play coverage on you, and he does it right here. Just runs by the DB. He had no chance to try to catch up with him. Makes the big play down the field. And this will change the way you play defense against this guy the rest of the game.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Looking to throw, it's Gabriel. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Now 2nd and 10.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Movement here from the tight end. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to throw on 3rd. Finds his tight end.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Finds his man. It's Miller. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, what a spin. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Snap it to the back. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Shakes off the defender. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Direct snap. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. 3rd and goal from way back there. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He makes a grab. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the 2nd quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense could do. You have got to make them pay for gambling.
Fast motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Dropping back, it's Gabriel. He makes the connection. Finds a crease at the 20. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A first down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon!
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes that Alabama offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Still on his feet at the 40. He's loose. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Looking to go up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass, it's Milroe. Hit as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth down.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
On the run, it's James. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Here's the handoff. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Ducks will hustle to the line. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Takes it from the gun on third down. Quickly out to the tight end. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Ducks getting set on first and 10.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
With jet sweep pass. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Back to throw, it's Gabriel. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up for it.
Just drives it between the uprights. And they've regained the lead. All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Henderson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and
all kinds of running room. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's first and 10. He's going to pass. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Pulls it in. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Alabama quickly back to the line. The aerial assault continues. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They'll go with a direct snap. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Caught near the sideline, it's Miller. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Touchdown, Alabama! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead.
That makes the score Alabama 21-17.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, you just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game.
Back to pass, it's Gabriel. Got his man quickly. Still running at the 40. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history.
And he breaks into the open. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes that Alabama offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working.
He's off to the races. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. Snap it to the back. There to make the stop, and we played 3 in this one.
That's the end of the third quarter. Oregon.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Direct snap. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that 4th down stop, and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the 4th quarter to get me the football back.
Quickly complete.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver.
Open runway ahead. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon. You know they love their track at Oregon. And when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get to the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to... He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 15. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest the deepest, widest the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt.
And the quarterback caught up to and... Welcome to Ann Arbor and the Big House, home to one of the most storied programs in college football and the first one to win 1,000 games, the Michigan Wolverines. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Rolling the dice to...
Out to the
The end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. A first down for the offense. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll start this drive with a pass. It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice game. Making great decisions, that's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Grbac, and the guy I can't remember drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan,
Running toward the tape. He's at the 10. Touchdown Wolverines. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
and screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off. The defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
From the shotgun, the inside give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Clemson jumps to the line. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first position.
A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. It's a draw. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Dropping back, it's Orji. Throws for the tight end. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now the lead is even bigger. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field.
And the returner will be brought down. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Clemson is quick to the line. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Gets it out fast. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Going to try to get it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Michigan 10, Clemson 0.
Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Motion from the offense. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. He's got his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. The 40. The 20. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick 6. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know, if you can...
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Clemson 0.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've gotten nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Got it, looking for a first. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive pickup.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Trying to find his man on 1st down. That's caught. It's Brown. Gets away from one, finds room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. The quick out. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Clemson jumps to the line. From the red zone, it's Maffa. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. Pressure coming. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
17, Clemson, 7.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a 2-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
They'll throw it on 1st down. They're bringing heat. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Now on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wolverines! And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they find pay dirt from way out, covering 69 yards on the touchdown pass. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Quarterback checking the play. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Right on target this time. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Waning seconds of the 1st half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive.
That makes the score Michigan 24, Clemson 10.
The Wolverines will boot it away to start the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring game.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
To the air, it's Klubnik. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Yeah, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the 2nd half.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. 2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. Going for 6. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Quarterback will audible. To the air, it's Klubnik. The throw to the outside is complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. You've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
They're going to throw it again. Grab behind the line. It's Maffa. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. And the Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on second down. Little too much juice on that one from the junior.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field, his third interception of the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
He's shown you why he's so versatile as a strong safety. This is a guy that we've seen come down to the box, support the run. He can tackle out in space, but he's also really good on the back end in coverage. That time in the cover two look, doing a great job with his eyes.
He's going for it all. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Touchdown!